Manchester United's 5-2 win over Leicester City in the Carabao Cup at Old Trafford came as a relief in what has been a challenging season. The match was the first under the interim guidance of Ruud van Nistelrooy, following the abrupt sacking of manager Erik Ten Hag. In an unusual scene that underscored the club's current disarray, players embarked on a celebratory lap of honor around the stadium after the win, savoring every second of applause from fans who have had few reasons to celebrate this season. Van Nistelrooy, known for his fierce competitiveness as a player, briefly acknowledged the fans with clenched fists before making his way back to the dressing room. His expression was one of satisfaction yet restraint, aware that this victory, comfortable though it was, might do little to mask the deeper issues plaguing the squad. It was evident to many that the win, which came against a Leicester team missing key players, provided a fleeting reprieve rather than a transformative turning point. United's troubles have run deep for years, and this season has been no exception. They currently sit a disappointing 14th in the Premier League, leading to the firing of yet another manager as the club continues its long search for stability and consistency. Speaking after the game, Van Nistelrooy reflected on the team's luck, stating, "All of a sudden we had some luck on our side. That made it a great day today." His words, though cautiously optimistic, hinted at the reality that United's fortunes this season have largely hinged on moments of individual brilliance and occasional luck rather than a solid, coherent game plan. The reliance on luck and a single win under an interim coach may offer a temporary morale boost, but it's unlikely to secure lasting improvements. This was only United's fifth win of the season, underscoring the team's chronic underperformance, and the defensive errors that allowed Leicester to score twice were a reminder of the club's structural weaknesses. Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes shone in the match, with each player scoring twice and showing the type of leadership United desperately needs. Casemiro's performance, arguably his best of the season, saw him not only find the net but also contribute significantly in creating scoring opportunities for his teammates. Fernandes, as captain, seemed invigorated, leading by example with his attacking energy. Yet, these standout displays weren't enough to dispel concerns about the team's overall balance. The game laid bare United's defensive vulnerabilities, as Leicester, even without their full-strength squad, managed to find holes in the backline. Goals from Bilal El-Khanis and Connor Cody exposed the issues that plagued Ten Hag's tenure, a fragile defense and a lack of consistency that has haunted United since the retirement of Sir Alex Ferguson. Van Nistelrooy, filling in as the ninth person to manage United in some capacity since Ferguson's departure in 2013, is likely aware of the limited impact a single game can have. If the club manages to complete negotiations with Sporting CP to release Rúben Amorim from his contract, the Portuguese coach could soon take charge, though sources indicate that patience will be needed as negotiations over Amorim's €10 million release clause progress. Amorim's appointment is viewed by some as a strategic decision aimed at instilling a new long-term vision for the club. The 39-year-old, widely regarded for his tactical acumen and success with Sporting, will inherit a United squad with potential but one that has struggled to play as a cohesive unit. This imbalance was apparent against Leicester, where Jordan Ayew's dispossessions of Victor Lindelof and Manuel Ugarte highlighted concerns around composure and reliability in the defensive third. In the meantime, Van Nistelrooy may lead United for at least one more game against Chelsea, another struggling Premier League giant. If Amorim is appointed before then, he will likely be observing from the stands, analyzing United's strengths and weaknesses. He'll need to consider which players are capable of adapting to his tactical approach and who may no longer fit in. The squad has certainly shown flashes of potential, but without a clear vision and reliable performance, they've consistently fallen short of their goals. Amorim will likely study not only game footage but also extensive data on player performances, fitness levels, and tactical adherence to identify who can thrive under his system. Ultimately, United's win over Leicester may bring temporary relief, but for Amorim, it will serve as a case study on the challenges awaiting him. The mist that hovered over Old Trafford as the final whistle blew was symbolic of the uncertainty surrounding the club's future. While the players seemed content to bask in the glow of an overdue win, Amorim, or any incoming manager, must prepare for the significant task of revamping a team that has repeatedly shown it lacks both resilience and consistency. The club's hierarchy is undoubtedly hopeful that this season can still be salvaged, but one match cannot erase the tactical missteps, defensive weaknesses, and lack of cohesion that have marred United's campaign thus far. As Van Nistelrooy departs the scene and the players await a new figure at the helm, it's clear that Manchester United's journey back to prominence will require much more than a managerial change. It will demand a complete reassessment of the club's structure, strategy, and mindset.